On the block, NZ. Exhausted from last week's epic room, there was no respite as our blockies were set their biggest week yet.
It's the entranceway and stairs, and I'm going to throw in, just for good measure, the hallway as well.
I have anxiety right now.
The teams grappled with 3 stories of Titanic building disasters.
That's 7 mil out.
All of the walls in the stairwell are out.
Emmett! There's water everywhere in here. Where's the main? Where's the main? Where's the main?
A colossal challenge that made them face their biggest fears.
I have signed you all up for open mic night at the Q Theatre in the city.
Woo! It's definitely my worst nightmare.
And their high-risk performance made the Dills a massive threat to all the other teams.
The winners tonight are Dills and Dills.
As they gained the right to remove another team from this week's judging. Tonight, the Blockstar champions get their gloat on.
Right, is this like a victory lap, is it? Or
Yeah, just all day, mate.
Oh, this is how we roll.
Big problems hit the teams.
It's going to be chaos today, I'm not going to lie. It's getting tighter and tighter. I don't think it's going to fit.
Frustrating morning all round.
And at judging, the knives are out as someone is stabbed in the front.
Dills and Dills, you now have the right to remove one of these other 3 teams from room reveal.
Oh, bro, talk about pressure.
It all starts now.
Creating a statement entrance and staircase has taken it out of our blockies this week, and a series of setbacks has meant that for the first time all the teams will struggle to finish, and each competitor is coping with that worrying prospect in their own unique ways.
Tired.
100% the latest we've ever painted the walls, I think. I mean, Nikki and I have been pretty lucky. We've always been pretty organised, so this is the first week that Nick and I have actually been under stress like this. Such a big week.
Oh, I've got something stuck in my eye, eh? I'm so sore.
My eye feels horrible. It feels like it's in a vice, eh? I feel there's something in there, but yeah, I can't get it.
I can't even open it.
You should see a doctor about that, Dills. But the Tauranga builder's obsession with completing his room is overriding his common sense. In House 4, it's a different story. The floor has been laid and the plasterer is here.
Sam and Emma here? Or they're still in bed?
Oh, yeah. What a face today. Morning.
Morning. Oh.
The horror and pain that is Friday on the block comes in many forms. But the most terrifying is the sheer amount of work left to do before final tradie tools down in 9.5 hours. In House 3, Emma and Courtney have brought in extra hands to try and get over the line.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
Cavalry's here.
Friday morning, lots to do.
It's going to be chaos, it's going to be manic. And this is our builder, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
And Saxon's the other one, so... Oh, here you are. Going crazy. It's going to be chaos today, I'm not going to lie. Everyone's just going to have to work around everyone, and I apologise now. This is a very unique situation, but I hope we can do it all together, and let's go team.
Go hard. All right.
Cool, thanks guys.
All right.
And any issues, just yell at one of us. We'll be there to help. The only way we can get across the line is good communication and informing all the tradies of what's going on and what needs to be achieved. It's hard for them, it's hard for all the tradies to work in there. It's not a normal situation.
It will take a miracle of good management and dedication to make today happen. But it's hard to focus on the task at hand after a week of amazing performances on the Blockstar stage.
Why don't tradies like pants?
Or like sleeves, for that matter.
Dirty, rotten
filthy house stealers.
We didn't win, but Dills and Dills won with their acrobatic performance. I think they must have had their lycra suits painted on because they're still in them. Are they? Yeah. Classic.
Yep, that's right. It's Casual Friday on the block, circus style.
We're wearing it all day. Even if I have to go out and do shopping, I'm wearing it. Cool, eh?
I couldn't find any shorts to put on this morning, so I was like, oh, this will do. Yeah. And I went and put it on, and then Dills went, I'll go get mine.
The clowning duo took out Block Stars with a performance that knocked the socks off judges Jono and Ben.
And the winners tonight are
Dills and Dills.
And today they're going to rub the other team's faces in it, in a way that surely gives them more embarrassment than anyone else.
Oh my God, what are you two up to?
Hey, beautiful.
Why are you wearing those things?
What?
And it's, yeah, weird.
Yeah, I like these, bro.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They look real fast.
Yeah. Hey, Big Emmett, how you doing, bro?
Good, brother. How are you? It's quite comfy, mate.
Bathing in the glory.
Right, is this like a victory lap, is it? Or
Yeah, just all day, mate.
Oh, this is how we roll.
good? Still got the socks in there, I see. Good stuff.
I think Emmett's getting lippy. He needs to be reminded who's got the power to take him out of the competition this week and why.
Oh, wow. Oh, they've still got it. They've still got it. They've still got it.
Dills and Dills' circus act has drawn most of the site to a standstill. But over in House 1, there's no tomfoolery going on. Nikki and Tip are just about to discover if the most important feature in their room, the white open tread stairs, actually fit.
which way? I'm going straight out of here. You carry it like that?
Just a bit scary. So we are about to put in our main stairs leading up to the landing.
What's that, cray pot?
So Ryan and Joel have got the stairs up and they're pulling them down slowly, slowly. It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I don't think it's gonna fit.
Is it gonna miss?
If they don't fit, then we'll go with plan B and we'll put in an elevator.
What do you reckon?
Couple more heads.
Yeah, she's a pretty tight fit. It's really makes me nervous seeing them jump around on the stairs to try and fit it in. I'm just like waiting for it to go boom. Ryan, are you happy with that?
Happy with that.
Yes. High five. Boom. Thank goodness they fit because I don't think we had the budget for an elevator. How much are elevators? Elevators too much. Too much?
Whoa. So cool. Felt like I was walking up to heaven.
In Sam and Emmett's house, the tradie takeover is in full force.
If we go from there to there, it's going to be a nasty drop. Look how far it is to there. Yeah.
But the guys installing the stair railings have struck a problem. Or 10.
It hasn't been glued upstairs either.
Our guy can't come till midday.
They should have glued all that last night.
It's kind of a perfect storm this week. The flooring guys, they've placed the stairs in, they hadn't glued them. So once they glue them, we can't really walk on them for 2 to 3 hours.
I reckon the two of us will be 4 to 5 hour job. We need to most of it today to get there.
The thing about handrails is that they go on areas where there's stairs. So for them to put the handrails in, they need to stand on the stairs. I'm pretty sure everybody can connect the dots there. Frustrating morning all round.
The morning is going badly across the block as an almost impossible pile of jobs keeps growing. I've charged the teams with creating a front entrance with a statement piece that lures the buyers in. But as more and more mistakes happen, the chances of finishing recede.
There's no room to do anything in our house anymore.
Yeah, on this wall.
The big engineering operation this week is the staircase. But even a relatively simple job, like installing the balustrade, becomes complicated when too many tradies are at work.
I'm just going to have to start at the top room, at your room up there.
Yep.
Right. And
just get it in. I mean, we're going to be painting all night and more than likely won't get done anyway, so just got to paint around it. There's nothing we can do this morning. The flooring guys are in, we can't stand on the floor, and we're going to wait for the walls to be sanded, so, you know.
Okay, I'm going for coffee.
The thought of not finishing is just, yeah, it's not a nice one.
The massive amount of work is threatening to shatter the team's focus. And with 6.5 hours until they lose their builders for the week, these teams need sorting out.
Oh, you boys been practicing your acrobatics, have you?
Hey, Shell.
I like what you're doing.
Cheers, thanks, mate.
Oh, you guys should be a shoo-in this week. 1, you can eliminate someone. 2, you've got the smallest area. You might be the only ones who finish. And 3, what a statement piece this is going to be.
As someone like Shelley, being in the design world, for her to say that is going to be amazing, it's pretty chuffed.
Let's have a look at how you are doing budget-wise. You've got $24,321.72, which is middle of the road. We just may as well pay you out now for the room, shall we?
We don't want to be cocky, mate.
So who do you think your biggest threat is this week?
We have no threat, but whoever's on top is getting taken down.
Great.
Catch you later.
Keep steering
See you
the
later,
ball,
guys.
Oh, how are you guys doing?
Good, yep. Just a few last touches and we're done.
No, you're not. Man, you've got a long way to go.
It's massive.
Do you think you're going to finish?
It's not looking likely.
The good news is there's pressure for everybody this week. There's so much to do. So even if you could get 1 coat of paint on the walls, you may be ahead of everybody else.
I have the budget amounts here. Yours is the sickest.
Yeah.
You have $16,798.
Can we sit down with the Bank of Mark at some stage? Is that something we can do?
You can come to the Bank of Mark. You don't want to, though.
We know how much money we've got. Mark knows how much money we've got, but this is an important space in our house. We're putting a lot of money and effort into it, so in no way, shape or form are we going to compromise that.
Get as much of it done as you can because you don't know what's going to happen with the other houses.
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't give up.
Absolutely. We're not giving up. We're just realists, I suppose, in a sense.
Good luck. My, what a beautiful stairwell you have.
Massive space, eh?
It's big, all right.
Really big.
How are you going time-wise?
Way behind.
You have a real advantage, I feel, with this entranceway because it's quite dramatic.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's real dramatic.
They look really impressed with our space, which is great to see, and they also see it's impossible.
If you could get it to a state where you're even 1 coat of paint on the wall, then you could take the week out.
Hopefully. We're going to concentrate on certain areas to get completed fully.
Get a really good feature piece in because that's part of the brief, and don't worry because I think there's going to be some other people in the same boat.
Absolutely.
See you later.
So yeah, best thing is about underdogs, they come out on top eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Back up the bus, shut the gate. There's a team that's actually painting, Mark.
Wow.
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor, or I wanted a statement made. That's the brief, and the judges wanted it as well in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
You know, our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs, you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Yeah.
What?
Double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark.
Mark was having a lull with us.
He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
Thanks. Sir.
Wait!
See ya.
Wipe your feet before you get the white stairs dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone should be back to work, but that eye irritation that's been dogging Dills is getting worse. In true bloke style, he's soldiering on, but the block site safety officer has gotten involved.
We're in charge of health and safety for this block, okay?
Yeah.
Therefore, you're going to the A&E. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Over you.
That's a big blow with so much left to do, but someone's got to keep going.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit behind now. We want to get the top painted so we can drop the scare, so the boys can get the door upstairs. You know, we're not going to have an unfinished room, mate. No way. It's not us.
The block is losing people, but the wolf is on the prowl. And after weeks and weeks of telling people to clean up their site, he's had enough.
You know what I've always found to be a really sort of bonding experience between two guys?
A cold 330ml beer.
A massive tidy up. It bonds you together for life.
Pete's obviously been upset about our dirtiness, even though it's Friday, and we've got way too much to do to care about that.
We've talked about it before. At a certain stage, I'll stop talking about it, and it'll just be mandatory. And everyone will go home, and you guys will tidy up.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, the fact that everybody else's house is just as dirty, and then it comes across as if we've made this filthy mess of a house, that's the frustrating part.
And I would be very surprised if you could tell me something right now that's more important.
Pete, I can name one. Game Changer time! Because winning this week's Game Changer is going to give one team the power to alter the course of room judging. And with so much money on the line, that should be every team's focus.
It's always the case when you're under the pump on a Friday, you got to do a game changer.
Right, it's entranceway and stairs week, and I know that a couple of you are staring down the barrel of a budget blowout. You don't actually find those funny any longer, do you? Right, well, you'd be pleased to know that this week's Game Changer is a safe cracker.
We need to win a game changer, man. We need to crack our safe. Me and Dills and Em and Courts are the only two teams that haven't done it.
So, Courtney, you and Dills, it is vital that you win today's challenge. And for you, Sam and Nikki, you've got to ensure they don't get to open their safes, and keep ensuring that.
We don't want, yellow team and the purple team to get it, because otherwise that cancels one of us out for opening our safe. So it's coming down to the wire.
It's Friday afternoon, and the builders will need a turbo boost if they're going to get their work done in time. But the teams are going to go into the red without a cash injection, making this game changer vital to win.
This week's Game Changer is a safe cracker.
It's really important that we win this challenge today because we are coming towards the end of our budget.
Now, I'd imagine this is something that you're very familiar with.
All I see is this bright, colourful scaff, numbered from 1 to 5.
It's mobile scaff. Very handy for painting the high up ceilings and also those difficult landing areas. But today, I've modified it in a way because we're going to play a variation of ladder golf. Now that's usually played with 2 golf balls tied together by a piece of string. But I think this is a bit more building appropriate, isn't it?
I'm fairly good at getting my nuts out. So this one should be a good one for Team Sam and Emmett.
I've got a set of nuts and I know how to use them, so yeah, shouldn't be too hard throwing some nuts around.
How it's going to work is each rung on the scaff is allocated points. 5 points at the top, 1 point at the bottom. To score points, you just got to get your string and nuts over the rung. You'll get 5 throws as well. Now, the -1 trophy once again is on the line. As I say, -1 You can play that against any other team at room reveal. So, who wants to put their nuts on the line first up?
Junior?
Nah. Nah.
Don't make me choose. Am I going to have to choose? Nikki.
I knew that was going to happen.
There you go.
No one wants to go first. I think there's a little bit of strategy in that. The later you go, the more you can see the other team's techniques, so you're likely to do better.
Am I safe here?
Definitely not. Not with my throw.
I'll step over here just a little bit, all right? You ready? Swing away. Oh, overarm. Oh, dear. Oh, what a start! What a start!
She just throws it so hard and then and it's on the 5 and I was like, wow.
Stay in the exact same position, do not move, and try and do the same thing.
5 for Nikki. None. None. Oh, he could be trying it a bit hard, maybe.
Yeah, how did I do it the first time?
I don't know. I think it was just a fluke. All right, last throw, you got 5.
Okay.
Ah! Well, that was all a bit of a letdown in the end, wasn't it?
Not really much chance of winning this one with only 5 points. Unless, of course, everyone else does really terribly and misses every time.
You ready?
I'll go your style just for the first one. See how
I'm
it goes.
going to step away, I think. None.
Ooh, underarm.
2 points.
Now what? I want to win it bad.
No points. Oh, takes the lead. With a 5 to make it 7 with 1 swing remaining. Good luck. Nice. 3 points, 10, double figures.
I got a 5, 3 and a 2. Yeah, I'm in the lead.
All right, Sammy, good luck.
Well, I grab my nuts and get to it.
That was weak. 2, nice controlled stuff. Another 2 makes 4.
As I start off with a couple of 2s.
Need a high rung. That's not high, that's low.
I'm fairly disappointed already at this stage as I'm looking on the back foot.
That was a nervous little...
I was out.
That's a miss! How's 3, Courtney?
I used to be a shooter in netball, so hopefully that comes in handy.
Since I'm out of the running, definitely rooting for Courtney on this one.
Oh, yes, 3 points. No bad start. Solid start.
First throw and I get a 3, which was like, okay, that's not too bad.
It's a lob technique. Another 3.
Next throw, I get another 3. I'm like, okay, that's 6, yeah.
Very good. Dills are starting to get worried. Oh, air shot.
I have 2 shots left.
Oh! Last one. To win, Courtney needs a top rung 5-point throw. But can she pull it off? Oh, what a start! It's Friday afternoon, and the game changer is pitting House against House. 2 have already been eliminated, with Sam not up to the challenge. It's a miss! And Nikki bowing out early. None! Courtney has already thrown 4 times for a total of 6, and only has 1 more chance. She must get a top score of 5 to beat Dills. Hello! 6 and 5 makes 11. It's Courtney's!
I get a 5 and I'm so stoked. Finally a challenge that I've won.
If it wasn't us, I wish it was those two, and yeah, good on them.
Congratulations, Courtney. Could not have come at a better time, could it?
No.
You seriously need that money.
Seriously do.
Let's hope that safe is full of it.
Yep.
Here's the combination.
Thank you.
And of course, here is the -1.
I won. A game changer. And I can open my safe.
Well done, Courtney. You go and open that safe.
Thank you, Mark.
Away you go now. And the rest of you, back to those entranceways and stairs and painting.
It's amazing. We need it so much. Hey! Woo! I won! Yeah! Oh, yes! G'day.
Is it a plus or a minus?
It's a -1. Ooh. There is a lot of power in our hands leading into the last 2 rooms. Safe cracker.
Oh my God!
Yep. How good, eh?
Well done.
Cool. All right, let's go open the safe.
Yeah.
Emma and Courtney's tradie bills have been eating up all their money, and whatever's in this safe is very important.
Give me the money, honey. Read it out.
Total budget has been increased from $90,000 to $100,000.
10K.
It's a huge amount of money to win in one go. AMP Insurance to protect you against a -1 point. Oh, we've got the -1 this week.
Right, let's put these precious puppies back into their box.
All I can say is the plot is thickening. They're not the only team who have similar tricks up their sleeves, and the teams are running out of time to play these game-changing advantages. For now, the teams are concentrating on their builds. And thankfully for Dills, his partner in crime is back from the doctor.
I had a massive chunk of steel in my eye. Got taken down to A&E. They said, oh, how are you going? I'm like, yeah, good, good. And they're like, oh, so what are you doing? I'm like, oh, well, I'm just building. And they're like, oh, where's that? And I was like, oh, Meadowbank. And they were like, oh, Meadowbank. Is that where the block is? I was like, yeah, I'm on it. And they were like, oh my God! And they got a big shard of steel out of my eye. But it's out now, so but I have to go back on Sunday because it's got a big rust spot on my eye, and they've got to cut a layer of my eye off to get the rust off. It's all anaesthetic up at the moment, so that's nice.
One thing I've learnt, you can't keep Big Dills down, and Little Dills is relieved.
You should ask them for those pirate eye badge things, mate.
I had one, bro, but I thought it wasn't. I thought I was too cool for school. Took it off.
Sometimes learning from your mistakes can take a while, but maybe Emma can make him see sense.
Dills, you need your eyes.
I know, but my pride's bigger.
No, you can... No. Just no.
All across the site, the teams are piling on the pressure to get the job done. Because with all of the team's chances of finishing in doubt, if any one of them can get over the line, they would likely take out $5,000 from AMP. The money is desperately needed, and the tradie pile-up is starting to look like Auckland traffic. Things are getting crazy, and the only way for Emmett to keep sane is to get involved.
Set this puppy in.
Yeah, man, if you screw that in for me. So the guys popped in from Central Heating today, putting our radiators in, and I thought I'd just jump in and figure out exactly what's going on there.
You lift the radiator in position?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, having central heating is going to be incredible for this house. It just means it's going to be so warm. It just makes it such an economical home to have.
Your flush on the other side there?
Yep.
Right. Just connect up underneath.
Our house is very much pimped up. It's got all the mod cons in it, and I think any new owner of this is going to be extremely lucky.
Done. Easy peasy.
Being such a busy Friday, it's good to tick another thing off the list.
You passed.
I passed. Good as gold. Well, next for you, just drop them off and I'll suss it out. Feel good.
Sounds good.
Emmett's earned himself a break, and what better way to celebrate than by opening a mystery package?
Jammy!
Ordered up from Wellington.
I hope this is what I think it is. Our secret package has arrived today from our friend from Wellington, and she works for the rugby union, so she's been kind enough to lend us some Hurricanes gear that we're going to forcibly make the girls wear come and reveal on Saturday. Some game socks.
Nice.
Some Hurricane shorts.
Nice. I hope the girls look at the kit in disgust.
Emma is an administrator for the Highlanders, and Courtney is engaged to one of the players. so wearing Hurricanes kit could be especially painful.
Oh, good old brand new Hurricanes top.
Game worn tops too. So we've got the GPS thing in it. I think one of the best parts about the kit as well is that it's actually a real playing kit for Beauden Barrett and TJ Perenara. So they're actually going to have to wear this player's kit when Courtney's BF's in the Highlanders. It's going to be so good. They're going to hate it.
Oh no.
With a fiery, fiery passion.
Our blockies could do with some fit reinforcements. The tradies are in a rolling maul as Emma and Courtney start to get some momentum with the installation of their glass balustrades.
It's looking really good, I love it, it looks amazing. Finally seeing the glass balustrades in just brought the stairs together, and something so simple can look so effective and so beautiful.
Isn't it weird that, like, you can see through glass?
I wonder where this is going.
It's like, you kind of can't see it, but you can, like, you see straight through it, but it's so effective. But it's a see-through thing. See? You still see me, and you can still see me. So I find that weird.
Weird isn't the word I'd use. A more pressing, but just as puzzling issue facing all the teams is the amount of work that needs to be done. And with only 3 hours until the tradies are gone for the week, time is running out. House 4's chance of finishing? Pretty poor.
We're forever optimistic about finishing. Nothing's going to stop us trying, you know, but we're going to do everything in our power to finish.
House 3's chance of finishing? Diddly squat.
We're not going to finish, and we know that we're realistic, but we're going to choose the areas carefully that we do finish.
House 1's chance of finishing? Pretty good.
We're not going to just rush and finish it and make it, you know what I mean? We'd rather not finish it and it be done properly.
And House 2's chance of finishing?
There is no option. I'll finish. I don't care how long it takes.
Can you see anything stopping them? Their design ideas are coming together and they can take another team out of judging. These guys are ultra confident that the win is in the bag.
I want the other houses to finish because obviously then we can be judged against the best if we came second against all the other ones, or, you know, we came second against the best.
That sounds wonderful right now, but I can tell you, at judging, the knives will be out and Gentleman Dills will be replaced by Devious Dills. You have to do it now. It's 2 hours till Tools down on Friday, and with so little time left to get the job done, our teams are in serious risk of failing to finish, and all bets are off on who will make it. One team in with the best chance is Dills and Dills, who have moved on to installing the steps on their floating staircase.
How far away are you from being done up there?
We are done up there.
You're done? Okay. I want to take that first lift the scaffold down.
You know, I've planned this in my head for the last 3 years. You know, I've done hundreds of staircases, hundreds. But I've never done a floating, and it just really worked with this space, and I was like, right, this is the time to do it.
Try not to damage plaster as well.
This is no longer just becoming an entry, it's just breathtaking, completely. You know, this house is the dopest house on the block, like, it really is. Yeah, massive selling point.
Finally.
North's glory.
Dills and Dills' staircase is the knockout feature I require for their brief this week, and across the block,
Yay!
Our teams are getting this all-important element ready.
This will be about the only finished thing in our house right now. We won a commissioned art piece from Greer Clayton, and we're so excited to see this go up in our house. Oh my God.
That is so nice.
It's perfect. It really is the heart of our house.
This is our feature art.
Awesome.
I was in love with this image from the beginning, so I'm really happy with it. It's going to be awesome.
The others are sorted out. But what is Sam and Emmett's feature?
I got this earlier on as well.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a... We needed some hooks. We needed something.
Maybe that's a work in progress. In House 3, there is progress, as Emma and Courtney's blinds from Freedom are installed. But these fancy ones come with special training.
And you'll actually see that there's an emulation of a blind there.
It's Luxaflex and it's called Q-Motion. You can control every single Luxaflex curtain or blind in your house by your smartphone. So convenient, you don't need to worry about the remote.
No, that's right, because the remotes always get lost.
Yeah.
And the phone doesn't get lost.
And everyone always has their phone on them.
Exactly, yes.
I'll be getting these in my house when I buy one.
If these next generation blinds could also paint, Emma and Courtney might be in with a chance of finishing. And with Sam and Emmett even further behind, this is fast becoming a two-horse race between Nikki and Tiff in House 1 and Dills and Dills in House 2. And with such a stunning staircase, the Tauranga builders have to fancy their chances.
I'll stay up again all night tonight. I don't care. Yeah, it will be finished.
It's just what we do, eh?
Yeah, bolt.
Failure is not an option.
Wow, 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 wow.
A little tight?
Whoa. That looks freaking unreal.
Yeah, that's a feature. Go Dills.
The staircase is a culmination of years of builder fantasies. In House 1, all the fantasies are becoming nightmares.
So far away from coming together, it's not funny.
All of upstairs has been sanded, so we can paint up there, but the 3 levels downstairs, the plaster is still drying. There's just no way that we will get everything done.
There'll be one wall that'll be complete. Have artwork and nice lights. That's about it.
And just like that, House 2 are winners by default. Or are they?
It's a story of my life, though, eh? Story of my life. Well, what's that?
It was 160, right? The bottom track.
Last night's discovery that the gaps between the steps are wrong has come to haunt them.
It seems quite steep. It's still here, eh?
It's too high. I'll just carry on, bro.
Dills has accidentally made the gap between the steps 3mm too narrow, meaning the staircase has shrunk, creating a 42mm hole at the bottom that requires an extra step.
So if we had 2 steps across there...
There's no easy fix. He doesn't have the timber or time.
We can't finish the staircase, which is our focal point, is our wow factor.
Now, with the only team that had an even slight chance of getting this week's space finished, discovering an 11th hour problem, the playing field is once again level.
The last hour, so it's all go.
We could end up winning room reveal this weekend.
Better do it now. Yeah. Don't need that one.
You watch out other blokes on the block because we're going to win it.
Beauty.
It's a roller coaster, mate.
Makes me nervous.
A minute and a half left.
Yeah, well, that looks good. That looks real cool.
Oh no. Is that not selling?
Watch out for your fingers. Oh my god.
These are heading here.
6 o'clock. Tools down.
Okay, tools down, guys.
Yep. Another time, I think, mate. Job done, mate.
Yeah, I know. Not really. Job half done, but bugger off anyway is what he means.
Every detail missed could be the difference between winning and losing. But the time's up, and the teams must count the cost.
We're gonna do everything that is humanly possible to paint this place. We've never been in a position like this, whilst we've been a bit behind some weeks, but we're gonna do everything in our power to finish. It's not gonna be finished. We haven't got any skirt ons, no architraves, but we'll hopefully get as many layers painted on as we can and pop in what we've got and present that to the judges in the morning.
Thank you guys so much. What an epic last power hour.
We won't be back.
Fair enough too.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Is it going to work?
It will if I get bigger timber. Yeah, real gutted that we haven't finished. Failure is not an option for Dills and myself, and it's just like, oh.
So you got another step to go before you get to this one.
That'll be that one there.
I don't think there's enough room.
With the result in the balance, our teams have a mammoth task ahead of them, and Dills is thinking strategically.
Bro, I've got the meanest opportunity this week, mate, to lead a team from the running, from Riverville. Work a day.
Yeah. I know that we've got a lot of power. Obviously, we've got the opportunity to pretty much swipe out a team.
Feels good.
Yes.
Yes.
Who do you think's got the chance to finish their room this week?
I don't know.
With so much on the line, it seems like a good time for some speculation.
This is a big week, eh?
It's not possible.
And to hand out some counterintelligence.
Just don't do any undercoat, just slap it up.
Sam and Emmett, they got a massive space. They won't be finishing.
Yeah.
But what about Nikki and Tiff?
No way could they get that done. Well, you and me couldn't paint that, mate. No way. No way. Absolutely no way.
Well, boys, it looks like everyone's in the same boat. Who are you going to choose?
We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow, eh?
This week is up in the air, and there's no time for sitting around. There's work to be done.
So much to do. So much mess. Ugh. I think that the judges will appreciate what we're trying to do.
Semi's doing the outline. You got paint on your nose, mate.
Yeah, no, it's all in my face.
I call this painting Builder in Moonlight.
So it's about 10 to 12. As you can see here, we've filled copious amounts of holes. We've started painting. We've got all of this to paint. Still unsure exactly how we're going to get right on up there.
We are nowhere near finishing. It's about 3:30 a.m. Yeah, the only thing we've done is finished our architraves and skirtings down here and a seal.
What's the time, Nikki?
5 o'clock?
What are you doing, Nikki?
Painting?
Oh, I'm so tired. Is it only just laid down for about half an hour ago?
So we hit the hay about maybe 4:30 last night after we got our primer coat all on. There was no point in starting a top coat because we would have only got maybe the bottom level done. You know, we were up against a wall, so no point in doing it half-assed.
We've definitely accepted that it's not going to be finished. It does frustrate us because there's a lot of work that's gone into there this week.
Not sure why I'm taking the tape off when I still have to paint it.
It's Saturday morning, so we're just really wanting to clean up the spaces that we have been able to finish.
Not where we wanted to be.
No, definitely not where we wanted to be.
You can't cry about it, so you lol about it. So it's just like, lol. Oh, the room didn't get finished. Lol.
Oh, if you were an animal, what would it be? Koala. Why? So I can sleep every day.
We just got a load of painting done last night. Yeah, down the hallway's all done and looking nice. And then you're just under the stairs and up high in the stairwell. Just because it was an intense week on site, we don't have anything to dress the hallway space. But, you know, it is what it is. Nature of the beast.
Oh, you want to go that way? Got the glass in for our wine cellar and Sunny stacked up some of our terracotta hexagon piping, and that looks cool.
Oh, wow, that looks good.
The thing is, you're accessing it from this way, and you'd never grab it from the butt. You'd always grab it from the nose. If the judges have a comment about the way it was, the loser has to buy the other one whatever they want for dinner.
Gotta buy them a bottle of wine.
Done. Virtual handshake.
1 hour to go! Seems to be a lot to do in an hour.
117. What's half of that?
117.
Mate, I'm gonna say it's like, I don't actually know how to check.
If I look straight and have my head on the wall.
58.5.
To your right a tiny bit more.
What did I say that measurement was again?
Down a little bit.
177.
You want to go up a little bit?
88.5.
The sausage fingers are too big.
straight?
Nah, back to your left.
Bacon, darling, please.
Recommend installation by a professional picture hanger. Well, lucky we're professional picture hangers.
Half an hour to go! And it seems like there's more to do than there was an hour ago.
Once I start doing something, I'm like, oh, I'll just keep going.
There's still plenty to do, but as Sam and I have said all week, we're not going to compromise our high quality finish for the judges.
I don't know if anyone will actually properly finish, to be honest.
If you don't start painting on Thursday, then you don't get anywhere.
5.
I'm gonna go down here because this is the most important part.
4.
Actually, now that the art's up, it doesn't look super, super underdone.
3.
These are cute little flowers.
2.
Oh, we're going to take off my favourite part.
1.
Satisfaction.
Tools down.
Thank God for that.
Thank God that week's over.
Straight up, bro. I'm so happy to see the arse end of that week.
Yeah.
Good job.
We didn't quite make it this week, but
This is a beautiful room.
Done.
Well, we're not done, but we've done as much as we can in the time frame provided.
Yeah.
So good that's over.
You know, we're driving to judging knowing that we're not going to get scored very highly. Yeah, that was definitely our toughest week on the block.
We are not confident we'll win.
Can't see that happening when you don't have paint on the walls.
Yeah, we are a bit gutted, obviously, but it's the block, it's not easy.
We're expecting very, very low because we're completely unfinished today.
With the big W last week came the privilege of dressing the girls. We know they're passionate Otago Highlanders supporters.
That's just cruel and offensive.
Yes, it is. That's why we love it.
We spoke to some of our friends at Wellington Rugby and they were more than happy to accommodate some small gears for the girls to wear.
How do you two feel?
Yuck.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes are my team, so yeah, Emma Courts and Hurricanes gears. Quite cool to see.
They're obviously big Highlanders supporters, so to be dressed as the Hurricanes is, yeah, pretty offensive to them, I think. Yeah.
Right, this is going to be very interesting because this is the first time in the history of the Block NZ that we've had 4 incomplete spaces.
First time in block history that nobody finished. I guess it confirms that this was a massive week.
However, they are going to be judged, and for the team who's created possibly the most finished and best entrance, stairs and hallways, there'll be $5,000 from our mates at AMP to go towards their dwindling budgets.
Yeah, I'd love another $5 grand in the bank out there. We'll boost our budget up pretty good and then we can do a dope outdoor area.
Just before we get to that though, Dills and Dills, by virtue of winning Block Stars, you now have the right to remove one of these other 3 teams from Room Reveal. Who's it going to be?
Oh, what? We don't even get to see the scores first?
No.
I thought it was going to be like the +1, like you got to play it after you saw the first scores.
You have to do it now.
See, we haven't seen anyone's room, so Amy can judge on that.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, talk about pressure.
Dills and Dills, by virtue of winning Block Stars, you now have the right to remove one of these other 3 teams from Room Reveal. Who's it going to be?
Oh, what? We don't even get to see the scores first?
No, you have to do it now. Who's it going to be?
Oh, bro, talk about pressure.
Predict who you think could produce the best space this week.
Oh, it's obvious, Tiff and Nikki.
Well, are you going to get rid of Tiff and Nikki then?
Oh, but I haven't seen this space, so it's like...
It's incomplete.
Oh.
Maybe they thought they'd have a bit more insight, I guess, into making the decision.
Let's not muck around here. They want to take us out.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go yellow.
I'm sorry, girls, but it has to be.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's Nikki and Tiff.
Has to be Nikki and Tiff.
Made up your mind. Final decision, Nikki and Tiff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lock it in, mate.
To be honest, we've spoken about it all week since we won. It's been them from the start. You know, we know that they've got their finger on the judge's pulse, so it's kind of like, let's just take them out.
If our teams have any chance of banking that badly needed moolah, they will have to school our style scholars. Interior designer Fiona McLeod and award-winning designer Paul Izzard.
Let's start with last week's winners, Sam and Emmett. Sam and Emmett!
Coming off a win last week, the size and scale of the job ahead of Sam and Emmett took the wind out of their sails.
There's more jib than the Wolf has ever ordered. It makes me a little bit scared.
But things quickly got worse as accidents...
Emmett! What? There's water everywhere in here. Where's the main? Where's the main? Where's the main?
bad luck and mismanagement.
There's no excess. It's a fail, we'll be back.
Meant they slipped further behind. The comedy duo was seen as the front runners for Blockstars.
Stronger than a Dills and Dills love child.
Picked at the post by Dills and Dills, the pair struggled on with the overwhelming amount of work required to finish the room.
It's kind of a perfect storm this week. Frustrating morning all round.
My sausage fingers are too big.
The pair have focused on keeping high standards in their finishing. But with the sickest budget on the block, Sam and Emmett desperately need a win.
We've done as much as we can in the time frame provided.
So we've got a couple of design features in the house. I think my favourite is actually the light and the open window into our wine cellar.
I'm excited to see the wine cellar.
Well, the red door is saying something, isn't it? That's probably a lucky colour for certain buyers, I would say.
Very auspicious.
What have we got here? It's a timber slat feature at the top of the stairs. Oh, not quite finished. Again, obviously struggling with time, aren't they? I'm not sure what it's trying to do, really.
First impression was, they loved the red door, but they were a little confused with the slatted wooden feature beside the door. They wondered what it was and what purpose it served.
The rail.
Yeah, it's a requirement for code to have a rail that goes around the outside. It's just that didn't get to be attached because we haven't finished it.
Oh, so it would have made sense had you finished your space.
There's going to be heaps of this in there, Mark.
Oh, how perfectly positioned. A little wine cellar.
This is obviously their feature, isn't it? Having trouble with time, aren't they, with the finishing around the windows and so on, but...
Yeah, once that's finished, that's going to look very cool.
They said the brief asked for a statement feature and you answered it well with your wine cellar on the stairs. Paul liked your choice of timber flooring with the nosing detail on the stairs, and he thought the pinhole lighting up the stairway was a clever choice.
The solid stairs are good. You know, obviously they're hard wearing, you know, they've got the solid edge clashing on them, so, you know, they're going to go the distance. And they've got the runway lighting all the way up here as well, which is good. It's hard to see through the unfinishing though, isn't it? The trim skirting's missing, etc. You know, architraves around the doors. Yeah, that's a real standout, unfortunately.
Missing skirting, architraves and door hardware, and the painting was poorly executed.
This is primer.
It's not even paint.
It's not even paint.
Right.
Yeah, no wonder it looks a bit pudgy.
Yeah, it really does sound like Sam and Emmett had a lot of incomplete features and spaces. But there are also a lot of positive comments, and it seems that the judges like what they did manage to achieve.
I think the mirror could have been a bigger feature, either a mirror or a piece of art.
The little runway lights are cute. They've gone to work a little bit better up this main stairwell.
Leading up to that gorgeous light.
Yeah, and it really accentuates that tall ceiling in there with that long feature, doesn't it? So they're a really good choice.
Overall, the judges said it was pretty uninspiring. They liked your wine cellar feature, but your execution let you down badly. Start with Paul's scores.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty generous.
All right, if they're happy with this initial score, how does it make the rest of you feel?
Nervous.
Nervous. You're nervous every week, Dills. Let's move on to your neighbours, Emma and Courtney.
With money running out and no room wins to their name, Emma and Courtney's 3-storey high entranceway has created a real dread.
It's beautiful, but there's a lot to be done.
But there was worse to come as their builders discovered a very costly problem.
Is that 10 mile?
Yeah.
House 3 became a jib-laying factory, and Emma learnt a new skill. brave attempt in Blockstars wasn't enough.
I actually think I'm a rock star.
But Emma and Courtney cleaned up the other competitions, winning some very important prizes.
It's Courtney!
There you go.
The pair were first to declare defeat over their rooms.
There's just no chance of us getting this finished.
But focused on the areas they saw as making the most impact. And even though they haven't finished, the natural light on every level and a large entranceway could be the features that sway the judges.
Our initial concept for the room was to have a nice big open space with glass balustrades to let all of that natural sunlight in. I'm hoping when the judges walk into our space, they feel inviting.
Worst thing the judges can say is that it's a total disaster.
We definitely need the money. We definitely need to win room reveal. It just depends how much they judge on the unfinished side of things.
Nice big door, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like that door actually.
Yep, very cool.
This is awesome. I like the concrete look they've got going on here. Nice big mirror, bit of styling. This is good for the girls.
Yeah, no, agreed. It's a nice feature there.
First impression was a great entrance when you walk into the front door. There's a nice quality feel with the wooden stairs.
By the sounds of it, the judges can see the potential, and that's great because the only thing missing is the paint.
It's a nice choice of timber as well. It's very warm, but also picks up a lot of the cooler, deeper tones.
Yeah, it's a nice way to do the solid timber floor, exactly, with the little overstep, the little tweak there. It looks really nice.
Paul said he liked the wooden detail on the stairs with the overhanging top tread, and he might steal the idea for future jobs. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. But the overwhelming and obvious issue is that you ran out of time with the paintbrush.
No handrail, so run out of time there again.
No, a lot of things really.
Yeah, they've struggled, haven't they?
Interesting use of this glass, although it's very contemporary and stylish, and it kind of works in here.
Yeah, I think it does work. It gives a nice feeling of quality, doesn't it? I'm really liking the toughened glass, the stainless steel handrails, the nice way that the handrail fits inside the bracket there. It's just a really nice detail.
Fiona said there was a fantastic use of materials which gave the space a contemporary style to what could otherwise have been a rabbit warren of a staircase.
Oh, that's a very welcoming statement piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? They've done a great job considering the light of the artwork there. And it's a nice piece, it's well considered.
They've got some funky little ornaments around today as well, actually. They've been shopping and done quite well with their choices.
They thought the beautiful artwork was right on brief, and with the warm wooden floors it gave the space a real soothing and homely feel. They thought you'd stepped up your accessorising this week, and there were some unique trinkets floating around, particularly the console tables you chose.
So gorgeous, that light, isn't it?
It is lovely. And the room's got a great airy feel, hasn't it? The nice high ceilings, feature window, the glass, just a good feeling of space.
It's a real shame because this will be a fantastic space when you're finished. Brilliant comments about the style. We're now about to find out what a lack of finishing means. Wow, our judges do not like unfinished spaces by the looks of it. In the game, girls, let's find out what the judges had to say about Nikki and Tiff's front entrance and stairs.
With their budget riding pretty, Nikki and Tiff decided to add some big features to their entranceway this week.
Windows are here!
The work got off to a great start.
Bloody good view.
But they were not so lucky in Blockstars, where they had to find their sense of humour and fast.
This is actually a springboard to my
real dream.
What your real dream? I know what your real dream is. Tell everyone what your real dream is.
My real dream is to be on Dancing with the Stars.
By the end of the week, Nikki and Tiff were in a strong position and focusing on perfecting their white on white aesthetic.
Hey Tiffy, what you doing? Look at these epic windows. What's out there? Yeah, looks like a bit of a view.
But even the most organised team on the block had to admit defeat and suffer the disappointment of presenting an incomplete room to the judges.
We didn't quite make it this week, but
this is a beautiful room.
So the initial concept for this week was to create a really beautiful, light, open-feeling landing, and we're going to have a massive art feature as well. So sticking with the same sort of theme throughout the home, but we fine-tuning.
I hope that the judges can see where we're trying to go with this area, but I hope that they really love the space as much as they've loved the other spaces in our house.
Yeah. Do you like the Stella door?
Stella door.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful piece of art. I like this detail they've put here on the balustrade.
Yeah, it's a nice little idea, isn't it? They've obviously been struggling for time a little bit and finishing, but, you know, they're on the right track. I like the way they've got the different coloured stair to the floor. That's an interesting little concept.
The judges' first impression. They really loved the contrast between the white stairs and the mid-tones of the wooden flooring. It would have been easy to do standard stairs, but it's good to see you challenging yourselves in something unique.
Ooh, a few missing bits and pieces.
Yeah, it looks like they've run out of time on the trims and so on, doesn't it?
And the painting.
Yeah. That's some nice runway lighting up the stairs, which is a nice touch.
Oh, it's a very nice light space with all these windows.
It is, it's a beautiful space, isn't it? Yeah, the skylights and the windows are giving off a really nice light, aren't they?
It's a nice idea they've added those in.
The symmetry is nice as well, isn't it? The skylights and these windows coming in and picking up the view. Obviously got the symmetry under the Veluxes, which is clever. It's a nice touch.
They said that adding the windows to the upstairs landing was a fantastic idea. The light from the windows and the skylights opened up the space and literally created an extra room.
Yeah, it's a really nice styled room.
I want that piece of art.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Great having a circular piece as well, just to soften this area.
They've done really well working with the height of the room, haven't they? Getting those lights up nice and high, and you know the shelving and the accessories. So playing with that height's a real clever touch.
Absolutely, it makes it more architectural looking, and the lights are tying in with the bedroom lights as well, so we've got that continuity going through.
Fiona said that the accessorising was once again top-notch, particularly the circular art feature, which she was tempted to take home with her.
They've been doing this floor cushion look throughout the house.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. A nice comfy chair there in the window would have been a much nicer touch.
Well, it is quite a statement, this window. I think it was a nice addition to the house. It certainly makes the place look much more grand.
Yeah, again, just gives so much light into the room, doesn't it? I mean, that's probably one of the nicest things about this space is that natural light.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paul thought the shelving detail and the tongue and groove doors added real interest. But perhaps the space was lacking a couple of cosy chairs. Oh, that's got to hurt, Tiff, doesn't it? Knowing your love of chairs.
Eh?
Knowing your love of chairs.
There were floor cushions. You can sit on the floor cushions. I also love floor cushions are becoming a bit of a thing. It's a theme.
Overall, they said well designed, well styled, but unfortunately poorly executed, and you had obvious time issues, particularly downstairs.
Sucks.
I don't care what you guys think of that. What do you guys think of that?
It was a no-brainer, really.
Yeah. Finally, it's time to hear about what they had to say about house number 2, Dills and Dills.
Entrance and Hallway Week is a dream come true for Dills and Dills, who began an ambitious project to create the block's first ever floating stairs.
So you're going to make a template,
Yep.
which is going to be spot on.
Yep. Are you trying to scare me? It has to be right.
A steady arm with the darts meant Dills and Dills got their preferred genre at Blockstars.
Do you know how much lycra goes along with acrobatics?
I can't wait.
And on the night, they shone.
And the winner's tonight, Dills and Dills.
But the good luck quickly disappeared. as Dills injured his eye.
You're going to the A&E. Do you understand?
Yes, dear.
And the measurements for the stairs proved to be out, meaning House 2 would not finish their room.
I don't think there's enough room.
Yeah, real gutted that we haven't finished. Failure's not an option for Dills and myself, and it's just like, oh.
But with such an impressive feature, the Double Dills are hoping the judges can see their macrocarpa and glass vision as the amazing wow factor they had planned all along.
Thank God for that.
Floating staircase.
Yeah, they look pretty baller. Like, they are next level way.
Hopefully they look at it and go, wow, I can really see what those boys are trying to achieve.
Something. Wow, now look at that. That's a feature, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Superb.
Very nice, clean lines. It's fresh. It's unique to walk into.
It's great to see such a unique design consideration, and it nailed the brief.
It's a real shame they didn't get all the way down. I'd really like to see these finished, hey? There's obviously a large piece coming in at the bottom for the landing.
Yeah, that'll be quite striking.
Yeah, it'd be great to see that in.
It was such a shame it wasn't finished and lacked a handrail.
Runway lighting, really cool, nice and contemporary, tying in with the stairs. What do you think of the lights, Fiona?
Oh, I'm very disappointed, really. I mean, they're fine. It's just that there was an opportunity to have an amazing feature, standout piece that would have just been like a piece of art in itself, really.
Paul liked the runway lighting in the hallway and the sensor lights on the stairs. But Fiona would have liked to have seen more of a statement lighting feature above the staircase.
Overall, Paul, I think that the boys have done really well with coming up with some actual design elements. It's going to be a first impression, and I really believe everybody will be wowed by it initially.
Overall, they said you've done a great job and really thought outside the square, creating a designer contemporary feel. But you let yourself down by not getting the stairs finished. Wowee!
Oh, here we go again. Been here so many times.
Oh, this will hurt so much. It's going to be great. So you going to play it?
We're going to play it.
Yep.
Oh, you cold, heartless lady.
If there's any time to use it, it's now, for sure.
Cruel, cruel, cruel.
Right. It's going to get really interesting.
It's so tricky to say whether we will win. I mean, we're one ahead, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, they're probably both feeling a little bit guilty. Yeah, we can see it on their faces, but there's money on the line. Stupid not to do it.
So the winners of Ancient Sway and Stairs and $5,000 badly needed dollars from AMP.
Emma Courtney!
Emma Courtney!
Well done.
Thanks.
Our first room reveal! Our first room reveal!
Emma and Courtney, first time in the winner's circle. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
We won one at least.
And it was a difficult week to judge because of the unfinished nature of the spaces. Roll your sleeves up and soldier on. Back to the block now, and guess what? You can enter officially through your front doors.
Hey.
See you later.
Thanks, Matt.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it's so weird.
No, we can't get into our door.
Tomorrow night. A new week adds a new space to our team's workload. They want you to think outside the box.
Colour in our house. What?
And with the added pressure, something's gotta break.
Turn the tap on!
Learning from your mistakes can take a while, but maybe Emma can make him see sense.
Those, you need your eyes.
I know, but my pride's bigger.
No, you can. No. Just no.
All across the site, the teams are piling on the pressure to get the job done. Because with all of the team's chances of finishing in doubt, if any one of them can get over the line, they would likely take out $5,000 from A&P. The money is desperately needed, and the tradie pile-up is starting to look like Auckland traffic. Things are getting crazy, and the only way for Emmett to keep sane is to get involved.
Set this puppy in.
Yeah, man, if you screw that in for me.
So the guys popped in from Central Heating today, putting our radiators in, and I thought I'd just jump in and figure out exactly what's going on there.
You lift the radiator in position?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, having central heating is going to be incredible for this house. It just means it's going to be so warm. It just makes it such an economical home to have.
Your flush on the other side there?
Yep.
Right. Just connect up underneath.
Our house is very much pimped up. It's got all the mod cons in it, and I think any new owner of this is going to be extremely lucky.
Done. Easy peasy.
Being such a busy Friday, it's good to tick another thing off the list.
You pass.
I pass. Good as gold. Well, the next few, you just drop them off and I'll suss it out. Be all good.
Sounds good.
Emmett earned himself a break, and what better way to celebrate than by opening a mystery package?
Jammy!
Ordered up from Wellington.
I hope this is what I think it is. Our secret package has arrived today from our friend from Wellington, and she works for the rugby union. So she's been kind enough to lend us some Hurricanes gear that we're going to forcibly make the girls wear come room reveal on Saturday. Some game socks.
Nice.
Some Hurricane shorts.
Nice. I hope the girls look at the kit in disgust.
Emma is an administrator for the Highlanders, and Courtney is engaged to one of the players. So wearing Hurricanes kit could be especially painful.
Good old brand new Hurricanes top.
Game worn tops too. So we've got the GPS thing in it. I think one of the best parts about the kit as well is that it's actually a real playing kit for Beauden Barrett and TJ Perenara. So they're actually going to have to wear this players kit when Courtney's BF's in the Highlanders. It's going to be so good. They're going to hate it.
Oh no.
With a fiery, fiery passion.
Our blockies could do with some fit reinforcements. The tradies are in a rolling maul as Emma and Courtney start to get some momentum with the installation of their glass balustrades.
It's looking really good, I love it, it looks amazing. Finally seeing the glass balustrades in, just brought the stairs together, and something so simple can look so effective and so beautiful.
Isn't it weird that like you can see through glass?
I wonder where this... Emmett earned himself a break, and what better way to celebrate than by opening a mystery package?
Jammy!
Ordered up from Wellington.
I hope this is what I think it is. Our secret package has arrived today from our friend from Wellington, and she works for the rugby union. So she's been kind enough to lend us some Hurricanes gear that we're going to forcibly make the girls wear come room reveal on Saturday. Some game socks.
Nice.
Some Hurricane shorts.
Nice. I hope the girls look at the kit in disgust.
Emma is an administrator for the Highlanders, and Courtney is engaged to one of the players. So wearing Hurricanes kit could be especially painful.
Good old brand new Hurricanes top.
Game worn tops too. So we've got the GPS thing in it. I think one of the best parts about the kit as well is that it's actually a real playing kit for Beauden Barrett and TJ Perenara. So they're actually going to have to wear this players kit when Courtney's BF's in the Highlanders. It's going to be so good. They're going to hate it.
Oh no.
With a fiery, fiery passion.
Our blockies could do with some fit reinforcements. The tradies are in a rolling maul as Emma and Courtney start to get some momentum with the installation of their glass balustrades.
It's looking really good, I love it, it looks amazing. Finally seeing the glass balustrades in, just brought the stairs together, and something so simple can look so effective and so beautiful.
Isn't it weird that like you can see through glass?
I wonder where this is going.
It's like you kind of can't see it, but you can, like you see straight through it, but it's so effective. But it's a see-through thing. See? You still see me, and you can still see me. So I find that weird.
Weird isn't the word I'd use. A more pressing, but just as puzzling issue facing all the teams is the amount of work that needs to be done. And with only 3 hours until the tradies are gone for the week, time is running out. How's Fall's chance of finishing? Pretty poor.
We're forever optimistic about finishing. Nothing's going to stop us trying, you know, but we're going to do everything in our power to finish.
House 3's chance of finishing? Diddly squat.
We're not going to finish, and we know that we're realistic, but we're going to choose the areas carefully that we do finish.
House 1's chance of finishing, pretty good.
We're not going to just rush and finish it and make it. Do you know what I mean? We'd rather not finish it and it be done properly.
And House 2's chance of finishing.
There is no option. I'll finish. I don't care how long it takes.
Can you see anything stopping them? Their design ideas are coming together and they can take another team out of judging. These guys are ultra confident that the win is in the bag.
I want the other houses to finish because obviously then we can...
And like you see straight through it, but it's so effective. But it's a see-through thing. See? You still see me. And you can still see me. So I find that weird.
Weird isn't the word I'd use. A more pressing, but just as puzzling issue facing all the teams is the amount of work that needs to be done. And with only 3 hours until the tradies are gone for the week, time is running out. House 4's chance of finishing, pretty poor.
We're forever optimistic about finishing. Nothing's going to stop us trying, you know, but we're going to do everything in our power to finish.
House 3's chance of finishing, diddly squat.
We're not going to finish and we know that we're realistic, but we're going to choose the areas carefully that we do finish.
House 1's chance of finishing, pretty good.
We're not going to just rush and finish it and make it. Do you know what I mean? We'd rather not finish it and it be done properly.
And House 2's chance of finishing.
There is no option. I'll finish. I don't care how long it takes.
Can you see anything stopping them? Their design ideas are coming together and they can take another team out of judging. These guys are ultra confident that the win is in the bag.
I want the other houses to finish because obviously then we can be judged against the best if we came second against all the other ones, or, you know, we came second against the best.
That sounds wonderful right now, but I can tell you, at judging, the knives will be out and Gentleman Dills will be replaced by Devious Dills.
You have to do it now.
It's 2 hours till Tools Down on Friday, and with so little time left to get the job done, our teams are in serious risk of failing to finish, and all bets are off on who will make it. One team in with the best chance is Dills and Dills, who have moved on to installing the steps on their floating staircase.
How far away are you from being done up there?
We are done up there.
You're done? Okay. I'm going to take that first lift of scaffold down.
You know, I've planned this in my head for the last 3 years. You know, I've done hundreds of staircases, hundreds. But I've never done a floating, and it just really worked with this space, and I was like, right, this is the time to do it.
Try not to damage plaster as well.
This is no longer just becoming an entry, it's just breathtaking, completely. You know, this house is the dopest house on the block, like, it really is. Yeah, massive selling point.
Finally.
In all its glory.
Dills and Dills' staircase is the knockout feature I require for their brief this week, and across the block,
Yay!
Our teams are getting the challenge.
It's a miss!
And Nikki bowing out early.
None!
Courtney has already thrown 4 times for a total of 6 and only has one more chance. She must get a top score of 5 to beat Dills.
Hello! 6 and 5 makes 11. It's Courtney's!
I get a 5 and I'm so stoked. Finally a challenge that I've won.
If it wasn't us, I wish it was those two, and yeah, good on them.
Congratulations, Courtney. Could not have come at a better time, could it?
No.
You seriously need that money.
Seriously do.
Let's hope that safe is full of it.
Yep.
Here's the combination.
Thank you.
And of course, here is the -1.
I won. A game changer. And I can open my safe.
Well done, Courtney. You go and open that safe.
Thank you, Mark.
Away you go now. And the rest of you, back to those entranceways and stairs and painting.
It's amazing. We need it so much. Hey! Woo! I won! Yes! Oh, yes! G'day. Is it a plus or a minus? It's a -1. Ooh. There is a lot of power in our hands leading into the last 2 rooms. Safe cracker. Oh my God! Yep. How good, eh?
Well done.
Cool. All right, let's go open the safe.
Yeah.
Emma and Courtney's tradie bills have been eating up all their money, and whatever's in this safe is very important.
Give me the money, honey. Read it out.
Total budget has been increased from $90,000 to $100,000.
10K.
It's a huge amount of money to win in one go. A&P Insurance to protect you against a -1 point. Oh, we've got the -1 this week.
Right, let's put these precious puppies back into their box.
All I can say is the plot is thickening. They're not the only team who have similar tricks up their sleeves, and the teams are running out of time to play these game-changing advantages. For now, the teams are concentrating on their builds. And thankfully for Dills, his partner in crime is back from the doctor.
I had a massive chunk of steel in my eye.
Got taken down to A&E.
They said, oh, how are you going? I'm like, yeah, good, good. And they're like, oh, so what are you doing? I'm like, oh, well, I'm just building. And they're like, oh, where's that? And I was like, oh, Meadowbank. And they were like, oh, Meadowbank. Is that where the block is? I was like, yeah, I'm on it. And they were like, oh my God!
And they got a big shard of steel out of my eye.
No, you're not. Man, you've got a long way to go.
It's massive.
Do you think you're going to finish?
It's not looking likely.
The good news is there's pressure for everybody this week. There's so much to do. So even if you could get 1 coat of paint on the walls, you may be ahead of everybody else.
I have the budget amounts here. Yours is the sickest.
Yeah.
You have $16,798.
Can we sit down with the Bank of Mark at some stage? Is that something we can do?
You can come to the Bank of Mark. You don't want to, though.
We know how much money we've got. Mark knows how much money we've got, but this is an important space in our house. We're putting a lot of money and effort into it, so in no way, shape or form are we going to compromise that.
Get as much of it done as you can, because you don't know what's going to happen with the other houses.
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't give up.
Absolutely. We're not giving up. We're just realists, I suppose, in a sense.
Good luck. My, what a beautiful stairwell you have.
Massive space, eh?
It's big, all right.
Really big.
How are you going time-wise?
Way behind.
You have a real advantage, I feel, with this entranceway, because it's quite dramatic.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's real dramatic.
They look really impressed with our space, which is great to see, and they also see it's impossible.
If you could get it to a state where you're even 1 coat of paint on the wall, then you could take the week out.
Hopefully. We're going to concentrate on certain areas to get completed fully.
Get a really good feature piece in, because that's part of the brief, and don't worry, because I think there's going to be some other people in the same boat.
Absolutely.
See you later.
See ya. Best thing is about underdogs, they come out on top eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Back up the bus, shut the gate. There's a team that's actually painting, Mark.
Wow.
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor, or I wanted a statement made. That's the brief, and the judges wanted it as well, in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
You know, our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs, you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark.
Mark was having a lull with us.
He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
Okay. Thanks.
Wait.
See ya.
Wipe your feet before you get the white stairs dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone should be back to work, but that eye irritation that's been dogging Dills,
it's not possible.
And to hand out some counter-intelligence.
Just don't do any undercoat, just slap it up.
Sam and Emmett, they got a massive space. They won't be finishing. Yeah.
But what about Nikki and Tiff?
No way could they get that done. Well, you and me couldn't paint that, mate. No way. No way. Absolutely no way.
Well, boys, it looks like everyone's in the same boat. Who are you going to choose?
We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow, eh?
This week is up in the air, and there's no time for sitting around. There's work to be done.
So much to do. So much mess. Ugh.
I think that the judges will appreciate what we're trying to do.
Semi's doing the outline. You get paint on your nose, mate.
Yeah, no, it's all in my face.
I call this painting Builder in Moonlight.
So it's about 10 to 12. As you can see here, we've filled copious amounts of holes. We've started painting. We've got all of this to paint. Still unsure exactly how we're going to get right on up there.
We are nowhere near finishing. It's about 3:30 a.m. Yeah, the only thing we've done is finished our architraves and skirtings down here and a seal.
It's time, Nikki. 5 o'clock. What are you doing, Nikki? Painting.
I'm so tired. Did you only just laid down for about half an hour ago?
So we hit the hay about maybe 4:30 last night after we got our primer coat all on. There was no point in starting a top coat because we would have only got maybe the bottom level done. You know, we were up against a wall, so no point in doing it half-assed.
We've definitely accepted that it's not going to be finished. It does frustrate us because there's a lot of work that's gone into there this week.
Not sure why I'm taking the tape off when I still have to paint it.
It's Saturday morning, so we're just really wanting to clean up the spaces that we have been able to finish.
Not where we wanted to be.
No, definitely not where we wanted to be.
You can't cry about it, so you lol about it. So it's just like, lol. Oh, the room didn't get finished. Lol.
Oh, if you were an animal, what would it be? Koala. Why? So I can sleep every day.
We just got a load of painting done last night. Yeah, down the hallway's all done.
And looking nice.
Watch out for your fingers, oh my god.
These are heading here.
6 o'clock. Tools down.
Okay, tools down, guys.
Yep. On the time, I think, mate.
Job done, mate.
Yeah, I know. Not really. Job half done, but bugger off anyway is what he means.
Every detail missed could be the difference between winning and losing. But the time's up, and the teams must count the cost.
We're gonna do everything that is humanly possible to paint this place. We've never been in a position like this, whilst we've been a bit behind some weeks, but we're gonna do everything in our power to finish. It's not gonna be finished. We haven't got any skirts on it. No architraves, but we'll hopefully get as many layers of paint on as we can and pop in what we've got and present that to the judges in the morning.
Thank you guys so much. What an epic last power hour.
We won't be back.
Fair enough too.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Is it going to work?
It will if I get bigger timber. Yeah, real gutted that we haven't finished. Failure is not an option for Dills and myself, and it's just like, oh.
So you got another step to go before you get to this one.
That'll be that one there.
I don't think there's enough room.
With the result in the balance, our teams have a mammoth task ahead of them, and Dills is thinking strategically.
Bro,
yeah,
we've got the meanest opportunity this week, mate, to lead the team from the running from Riverville. Work a day.
Yeah.
I know that we've got a lot of power. Obviously, we've got the opportunity to pretty much swipe out a team.
Feels good.
Yes.
Yes.
Who do you think's got the chance to finish their room this week?
Oh, mate.
With so much on the line, it seems like a good time for some speculation.
This is a big week, eh?
It's not possible.
And to hand out some counterintelligence.
Just don't do any undercoat, just slap it up.
Sam and Emmett, they got a massive space. They won't be finishing.
But what about Nikki and Tiff?
No way could they get that done. Well, you and me couldn't paint that, mate. No way. No way. Absolutely no way.
Well, boys, it looks like everyone's in the same boat. Who are you going to choose?
We'll have to see how it goes tomorrow, eh?
This week is up in the air, and there's no time for sitting around. There's work to be done.
So much to do. So much mess. Ugh. I think that the judges will appreciate what we're trying to do.
Semi's doing the outline. You get paint on your nose, mate.
Yeah, no, it's all in my face.
As well, it's very warm, but also it picks up a lot of the cooler, deeper tones.
Yeah, it's a nice way to do the solid timber floor, exactly, with a little overstep, the little tweak there. It looks really nice.
Paul said he liked the wooden detail on the stairs with the overhanging top tread, and he might steal the idea for future jobs. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. But the overwhelming and obvious issue is that you ran out of time with the paintbrush.
No handrail, so run out of time there again.
No, a lot of things, really.
Yeah, they've struggled, haven't they?
Interesting use of this glass, although it's very contemporary and stylish, and it kind of works in here.
Yeah, I think it does work. It gives a nice feeling of quality, doesn't it? I'm really liking the the toughened glass, the stainless steel handrails, the nice way that the handrail fits inside the bracket there. It's just a really nice detail.
Fiona said there was a fantastic use of materials which gave the space a contemporary style to what could otherwise have been a rabbit warren of a staircase.
Oh, that's a very welcoming statement piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? They've done a great job considering the light of the artwork there. And it's a nice piece, it's well considered.
They've got some funky little ornaments around today as well, actually. They've been shopping and done quite well with their choices.
They thought the beautiful artwork was right on brief, and with the warm wooden floors it gave the space a real soothing and homely feel. They thought you'd stepped up your accessorising this week, and there were some unique trinkets floating around, particularly the console tables you chose.
So gorgeous, that light, isn't it?
It is lovely. And the room's got a great airy feel, hasn't it? The nice high ceilings, feature window, the glass, just a good feeling of space.
It's a real shame because this will be a fantastic space when you're finished. Brilliant comments about the style. We're now about to find out what a lack of finishing means. Wow, our judges do not like unfinished spaces by the looks of it. In the game, girls, let's find out what the judges had to say about Nikki and Tiff's front entrance and stairs.
With their budget riding pretty, Nikki and Tiff decided to add some big features to their entranceway this week.
Windows are here!
The work
Certain areas to get completed fully.
Get a really good feature piece in, because that's part of the brief, and don't worry because I think there's going to be some other people in the same boat.
Absolutely.
See you later.
So yeah, best thing is about underdogs, they come out on top eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Back up the bus, shut the gate, there's a team that's actually painting, Mark.
Wow.
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor, or I wanted a statement made. That's the brief, and the judges wanted it as well in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
Our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Yeah.
What?
double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark. Mark was having a lull with us. He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
Thanks.
Wait.
See ya.
Wipe your feet before you get the white stairs dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone should be back to work, but that eye irritation that's been dogging Dills is getting worse. In true bloke style, he's soldiering on, but the block site safety officer has gotten involved.
We're in charge of health and safety for this block, okay?
Yeah.
Therefore, you're going to the A&E. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Over you.
That's a big blow with so much left to do, but someone's got to keep going.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit behind now. We want to get the top painted so we can drop the scare, so the boys can get the door upstairs. You know, we're not going to have an unfinished room, mate. No way. It's not us.
The block is losing people, but the wolf is on the prowl. And after weeks and weeks of telling people to clean up their site, he's had enough.
You know what I've always found to be a really sort of bonding experience between two guys?
A cold 330ml beer.
A massive tidy up. It bonds you together for life.
Pete's obviously been upset about our dirtiness, even though it's Friday, and we've got way too much to do to care about that.
We've talked about it before. At a certain stage, I'll stop talking about it, and it'll just be mandatory. And everyone will go home, and you guys will tidy up.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, the fact that everybody else's house is just as dirty, and then it comes across as
How much they judge on the unfinished side of things.
Nice big door, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like that door actually.
Yep, very cool.
This is awesome. I like the concrete look they've got going on here. Nice big mirror, bit of styling. This is good for the girls.
Yeah, no, agreed. It's a nice feature there.
First impression was a great entrance when you walk into the front door. There's a nice quality feel with the wooden stairs.
By the sounds of it, the judges can see the potential, and that's great because the only thing missing is the paint.
It's a nice choice of timber as well. It's very warm, but also picks up a lot of the cooler, deeper tones.
Yeah, it's a nice way to do the solid timber floor, exactly, with the little overstep, the little tweak there. It looks really nice.
Paul said he liked the wooden detail on the stairs with the overhanging top tread, and he might steal the idea for future jobs. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. This is going really well, isn't it?
There's always a but.
There's always a but.
Yeah, there's a but about to come in.
Yeah.
A but that's bigger than Julian Severe's. But the overwhelming and obvious issue is that you ran out of time with the paintbrush.
No handrail, so run out of time there again.
No, a lot of things really.
Yeah, they've struggled, haven't they?
Interesting use of this glass, although it's very contemporary and stylish, and it kind of works in here.
Yeah, I think it does work. It gives a nice feeling of quality, doesn't it? I'm really liking the toughened glass, the stainless steel handrails, the nice way that the handrail fits inside the bracket there. It's just a really nice detail.
Fiona said there was a fantastic use of materials which gave the space a contemporary style to what could otherwise have been a rabbit warren of a staircase.
Oh, that's a very welcoming statement piece, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? They've done a great job considering the light of the artwork there. And it's a nice piece, it's well considered.
They've got some funky little ornaments around today as well, actually. They've been shopping and done quite well with their choices.
They thought the beautiful artwork was right on brief, and with the warm wooden floors it gave the space a real soothing and homely feel. They thought you'd stepped up your accessorising this week, and there were some unique trinkets floating around, particularly the console tables you chose.
So gorgeous, that light, isn't it?
It is lovely. And the room's got a great airy feel, hasn't it? The nice high ceilings, feature window, the glass, just a good feeling of space.
It's a real shame because this will be a fantastic space when you're finished. Brilliant comments about the style. We're now about to find out
What a lack. Man, you've got a long way to go.
It's massive.
Do you think you're going to finish?
It's not looking likely.
The good news is there's pressure for everybody this week. There's so much to do. So even if you could get one coat of paint on the walls, you may be ahead of everybody else.
I have the budget amounts here. Yours is the sickest.
Yeah.
You have $16,798.
Can we sit down with the Bank of Mark at some stage? Is that something we can do?
You can come to the Bank of Mark. You don't want to, though.
We know how much money we've got. Mark knows how much money we've got, but this is an important space in our house. We're putting a lot of money and effort into it, so in no way, shape or form are we going to compromise that.
Get as much of it done as you can, because you don't know what's going to happen with the other houses.
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't give up.
Absolutely. We're not giving up. We're just realists, I suppose, in a sense.
Good luck. My, what a beautiful stairwell you have. Massive space, eh? It's big, all right.
Really big.
How are you going time-wise? Way behind.
You have a real advantage, I feel, with this entranceway, because it's quite dramatic.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's real dramatic.
They look really impressed with our space, which is great to see, and they also see it's impossible. If you could get it to a state where you're even one coat of paint on the wall, then you could take the week out. Hopefully. We're going to concentrate on certain areas to get completed fully.
Get a really good feature piece in, because that's part of the brief, and don't worry, because I think there's going to be some other people in the same boat.
Absolutely.
See you later.
See ya. Best thing is about underdogs, they come out on top eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Back up the bus, shut the gate. There's a team that's actually painting, Mark.
Wow.
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor, or I wanted a statement made. That's the brief, and the judges wanted it as well, in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
You know, our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs, you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark.
Mark was having a lull with us.
He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
Okay. Thanks.
Wait.
See ya.
Wipe your feet before you get the white stairs dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone should be back to work, but that eye irritation that's been dogging Dills is getting worse. In truth,
With the big W last week came the privilege of dressing the girls. We know they're passionate Otago Highlanders supporters.
That's just cruel and offensive.
Yes, it is. That's why we love it.
We spoke to some of our friends at Wellington Rugby, and they were more than happy to accommodate some small gears for the girls to wear.
How do you two feel?
Yuck.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes are my team, so yeah, Emma Courts and Hurricanes gears. Quite cool to see.
They're obviously big Highlanders supporters, so to be dressed as the Hurricanes is,
Pretty offensive to them, I think.
Yeah.
Right, this is going to be very interesting, because this is the first time in the history of the Block NZ that we've had 4 incomplete spaces.
First time in block history that nobody finished. I guess it confirms that this was a massive week.
However, they are going to be judged, and for the team who's created possibly the most finished and best entrance, stairs and hallways, there'll be $5,000 from our mates at AMP to go towards their dwindling budgets.
Yeah, I'd love another $5 grand in the bank out there. We'll boost our budget up pretty good, and then we can do a dope outdoor area.
Just before we get to that though, Dills and Dills, by virtue of winning Block Stars, you now have the right to remove one of these other 3 teams from room reveal. Who's it going to be?
Oh, what? We don't even get to see the scores first?
No.
I thought it was going to be like the +1, like you got to play it after you saw the first scores.
You have to do it now.
See, we haven't seen anyone's room, so how you meant to judge on that?
Oh, bro, talk about pressure.
Stills and Dills, by virtue of winning Block Stars, you now have the right to remove one of these other 3 teams from room reveal. Who's it going to be?
Oh, what? We don't even get to see the scores first?
No, you have to do it now. Who's it going to be?
Oh, bro, talk about pressure.
Predict who you think could produce the best space this week.
Oh, it's obvious, Tiff and Nikki.
Well, are you going to get rid of Tiff and Nikki then?
Oh, but I haven't seen their space, so it's like...
It's incomplete.
Oh.
Maybe they thought they'd have a bit more insight, I guess, into making the decision.
Let's not muck around here. They want to take us out.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get yellow.
I'm sorry, girls, but it has to be.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's Nikki and Tiff.
Has to be Nikki and Tiff.
Made up your mind. Final decision, Nikki and Tiff.
Yep. Yeah. Lock it in, mate.
To be honest, we've spoken about it all week since we won. It's been them from the start. You know, we know that they've got their finger on the...
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor. I wanted a statement made. That's the brief. And the judges wanted it as well in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
You know, our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs, you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Yeah.
White.
Double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark.
Mark was having a lull with us.
He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
Thanks.
Wait!
See ya.
Wipe your feet before you get the white stairs dirty.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Everyone should be back to work, but that eye irritation that's been dogging Dills is getting worse. In true bloke style, he's soldiering on, but the block site safety officer has gotten involved.
We're in charge of health and safety for this block, okay?
Yeah.
Therefore, you're going to the A&E. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Over you.
That's a big blow with so much left to do, but someone's got to keep going.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit behind now. We want to get the top painted so we can drop the scare, so the boys can get the door upstairs. You know, we're not going to have an unfinished room, mate. No way. It's not us.
The block is losing people, but the wolf is on the prowl. And after weeks and weeks of telling people to clean up their site, he's had enough.
You know what I've always found to be a really sort of bonding experience between two guys?
A cold 330ml beer.
A massive tidy up. It bonds you together for life.
Pete's obviously been upset about our dirtiness, even though it's Friday, and we've got way too much to do to care about that.
We've talked about it before. At a certain stage, I'll stop talking about it, and it'll just be mandatory. And everyone will go home, and you guys will tidy up.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, the fact that everybody else's house is just as dirty, and then it comes across as that we've made this filthy mess of a house, that's the frustrating part.
And I would be very surprised if you could tell me something right now that's more important.
Pete, I can name one. Game Changer time! Because winning this week's Game Changer is going to give one team the power to alter the course of room judging. And with so much money on the line...
Pressures this week.
We have no threat, but whoever's on top is getting taken down.
Great.
Catch you later.
Keep stirring
See you
the pot,
later,
mate.
guys.
Oh, how are you guys doing?
Good, yep. Just a few last touches and we're done.
No, you're not. Man, you've got a long way to go.
It's massive.
Do you think you're going to finish?
It's not looking likely.
The good news is there's pressure for everybody this week. There's so much to do. So even if you could get one coat of paint on the walls, you may be ahead of everybody else.
I have the budget amounts here. Yours is the sickest.
Yeah.
You have $16,798.
Can we sit down with the Bank of Mark at some stage? Is that something we can do?
You can come to the Bank of Mark. You don't want to, though.
We know how much money we've got. Mark knows how much money we've got, but this is an important space in our house. We're putting a lot of money and effort into it, so in no way, shape or form are we going to compromise that.
Get as much of it done as you can, because you don't know what's going to happen with the other houses.
Yeah, we don't know.
Don't give up.
Absolutely. We're not giving up. We're just realists, I suppose, in a sense.
Good luck. My, what a beautiful stairwell you have.
Massive space, eh?
It's big, all right.
Really big.
How are you going time-wise?
Way behind.
You have a real advantage, I feel, with this entranceway because it's quite dramatic.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's real dramatic.
They look really impressed with our space, which is great to see, and they also see it's impossible.
If you could get it to a state where you're even one coat of paint on the wall, then you could take the week out.
Hopefully. We're going to concentrate on certain areas to get completed fully.
Get a really good feature piece in because that's part of the brief, and don't worry because I think there's going to be some other people in the same boat.
Absolutely.
See you later.
So yeah, best thing is about underdogs, they come out on top eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Back up the bus, shut the gate. There's a team that's actually painting, Mark.
Wow.
Are we the only ones painting?
Yep.
Really? Because we thought we were super far behind.
You can make a massive design statement here, more so than any other house, because this is almost a room in itself.
Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. We've got a feature artwork going on here. We've added these windows for the view.
I wanted some wow factor, or I wanted a statement made. That's the brief, and the judges wanted it as well in terms of the first impression of the entranceway.
You know, our stairs are a feature in itself.
Yeah, I see with the stairs, you've primer undercoated them. So what colour are you going to paint them?
Have a guess.
Oh, they're already done.
Yeah.
What?
Double alabaster.
Wait till you see the whole house, Mark.
Mark was having a lull with us.
He thought they would just put primer on the stairs, but you can actually get a thing called stair paint. It's 2016. Crazy, I know. You can get a stair paint. It's freaky.
The team that had an even slight chance of getting this week's space finished, discovering an 11th hour problem. The playing field is once again level.
The last hour, so it's all go.
We could end up winning room reveal this weekend.
Better do it now. Yeah. Don't need that one.
You watch out other blokes on the block because we're going to win it.
Beauty.
It's a roller coaster, mate.
Makes me nervous.
A minute and a half left.
Yeah, well, that looks good. That looks real cool.
Oh no. Is that not shutting?
Watch out for your fingers. Oh my god.
These are heading here.
6 o'clock. Tools down.
Okay, tools down, guys.
Yep. On the time, I think, mate. Job done, mate.
Yeah, not really.
Job half done, but bugger off anyway is what he means.
Every detail missed could be the difference between winning and losing. But the time's up, and the teams must count the cost.
We're gonna do everything that is humanly possible to paint this place. We've never been in a position like this, whilst we've been a bit behind some weeks, but we're gonna do everything in our power to finish. It's not gonna be finished. We haven't got any skirts on it. No architraves, but we'll hopefully get as many layers of paint on as we can and pop in what we've got and present that to the judges in the morning.
Thank you guys so much. What an epic last power hour.
We won't be back.
Fair enough too.
We did it. Yeah, we did it.
Is it going to work?
It will if I get bigger timber. Yeah, real gutted that we haven't finished. Failure is not an option for Dills and myself, and it's just like, oh.
So you got another step to go before you get to this one.
That'll be that one there.
I don't think there's enough room.
With the result in the balance, our teams have a mammoth task ahead of them, and Dills is thinking strategically.
Bro, you've got the meanest opportunity this week, mate, to lead a team from the running, from Riverville. Work a day.
Yeah. I know that we've got a lot of power. Obviously, we've got the opportunity to pretty much swipe out a team.
Feels good.
Yes.
Yes.
Who do you think's got the chance to finish their room this week?
All right.
With so much on the line, it seems like a good time for some speculation.
This is a big week, eh?
It's not possible.